Yo, Flurves, how's it going, guys? I hope you're all doing well. It's good to have you all in the house tonight. Thank you all for coming. Tonight we have a full Ellemnet panel. It's good to see. We got Michael Kahn, Neil Constantino, NW Dude, Spuddy Taylor, LVA Paul, and Peter Cruikshank. How you guys doing?
Nice,
Good.
nice. Is Spud in the house, is he?
Mm.
Oh,
Get it on!
Oh, nice.
I'm doing flat-tastic.
Everybody hit the likes, hit the likes.
Yeah, guys, please hit the likes and share the bears. We're really
Boy,
Have you forgot something at Flatzoid?
I already said Yo Flurf, so open
did
with
say
Yo
Yo
Flurf.
Did you? My
I think you're still tired from last night.
poor guy.
So I'm just going to say hi to everybody in chat. Can you believe my wife? She says, I'm first. Hi, Walker. She says she's so proud of that to be the first one. Hey, Bill. How's it going, mate? Good to see you too. Glad you could make it. Okay. So, hey, Leafy. Dankie gemaakt. Michael Kahn, good to see you. Thomas Matthew, thank you for coming. I will not get the jab. Good to see you, mate. PJ Cruikshank. It's me again. Hello. Dylan. Thank you for coming. Jeff Concal, thank you for coming. The Price of Adam, it's good to see you. The Zorg, hello. Arwen, thank you for coming. Jimmy, it's good to see you. Yeah, Arwen's in. Signastep, hello, good to see you too, mate. Who else did I see there? I think Festa from Leicester.
Festa from Leicester.
Yeah, good to see you.
Who's around the corner from me then?
And then Larry Stilverstein's insurance policy. Thank you for coming. Derek
Wow.
Nelson. Yeah, Derek Nelson. RWN Real World News. Good to see you too. And Neil Constantino obviously in. So thank you guys because they say the votes are not working. So I'm going to end the poll.
Yeah, I was going to say it's all zero and I've voted. So yeah, it's not working.
Okay, let's start a new poll. What should we call the poll, guys? Because this video we're watching is about 20 questions that flat earthers cannot answer. That's quite a claim to make, don't you think?
Well, apparently, I mean, people were being a bit pedantic earlier, saying that it was it says 10 questions on the thumbnail, but you were saying 20 questions. So you had a few Globers being a little bit.
I already changed.
I've got an idea for you.
Yeah.
Are you smarter than a Glober? Yes or no?
Yes.
Or I'm not sure. You know.
Are you
smarter than a Glober?
Are you smarter than a tuna sandwich?
No. Are you smarter than a Glurfer?
Blurfer, yeah, Blurfer.
Glurfer.
There we go.
Oi.
Oink, oink. There we go. And Godzilla37, good to see you too. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you made it. And then Tando Munchanu. What? Muchunu. Thank you for coming. It's great to have you here. He says, what did he say? Good evening, my flat earth people. What up, my broski? It's good to see you, my bro. It's altyd goed om die kaaskoels te sien. Okay. So guys, I don't know if you've seen this this guy before, HolyKoolaid. Does anybody know who HolyKoolaid is?
No.
No, I mean the name rings a bell, but no, I don't think so. No.
How big is this channel?
Very big.
So there you go. This guy is being plumped up there for the casual observer to watch his video and go, yup.
But
Stupid flippers.
yeah, he usually does Christian apologetic kind of video kind of thing. So, but this is an old video of his. I think this is like 5 years old, guys. 20 questions that flat earthers can't answer. So I thought it'd be quite interesting because I've never seen this video before.
You're right.
So we see what questions they ask, and then let's try and answer them. How's that, guys?
Sure. Oh my god.
Okay.
You do know it's going to be the same old stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, but sorry.
Okay, let's start off. Let's just hope they actually bring some good questions to the table.
As a child, I attended a show where a magician sawed a woman in half. Not knowing how this mechanism worked, I leapt to the conclusion that it had to be some kind of spiritual, mystical force of magic. It was a false conclusion that intuitively seemed correct, but brought with it a host of other problems, assumptions, and unanswered questions. If you lack scientific literacy, it's easy to postulate far-fetched alternative explanations for how the universe works. They seem intuitive, but as with the magician, they bring with them a host of other problems, contradictions, assumptions, and unanswered questions. Maybe you've seen a flat earth conspiracy video or read a compelling anti-science blog post. But before you dive headfirst into that flat world of absurdism, with the help of several other pro-science, skeptically minded content creators, I've put together a list of questions for you to think about.
Well, I did hear in the beginning there he said something about science.
Yeah, he claimed if you're not scientifically literate.
Yeah, he might have used the word. I don't know if he knows how to do it.
So we'll find out, won't we, wherever he is.
Hey, Jolly
What
man.
is the ignition timing on a 55 Chevy Bel Air with a 4-barrel carburetor and a 327?
Okay.
What kind of
Size of Africa and that globe, man. That's
what
crazy.
kind of spark plugs do you use on a 1960s Oldsmobile? Oldsmobile.
The flat kind.
The flat kind. Oh, is it still showing? Okay, it still shows me. Okay, let's do this. What's going on with my... Sorry, guys, I have no idea what's going on there. Okay, let's try this again.
Sabotage.
Okay. Let's press play.
When you're done watching this, I highly recommend that you go check out and subscribe to their channels as well. You won't be disappointed.
My question is this, to those who expect to see some kind of curvature on a globular Earth with their eyes, what exact kind of curvature are you expecting to see? If you're talking about the kind of curvature...
Whoa,
can I-
what? Yeah, go on.
You're supposed to be able to see that curve that's blocking boats and buildings.
Exactly. I mean, what other kind of curvature would you expect to see? That's what he's asking. Isn't all curvature curvy?
But don't you guys see what he's doing? What he's asking flat earthers, what curvature are you expecting to see? The answer is none.
No, yeah.
Exactly.
Ask Neil deGrasse Tyson.
We're not supposed to know. We're not claiming curve, so we're not supposed to see any curve.
Exactly.
So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, not our claim. That's their claim.
We don't have any curve on a flat Earth. We don't need any.
Exactly.
Nope.
Thank you, Face Reality. Welcome, mate, for coming. Good to see you. $2 super chat. Really appreciate it. He says his visuals prove the ball is just a cartoon. Yep, exactly. Thank you very much. But that's how they work. They work on cartoons and nothing else. So thank you for coming, Face Reality. Thank you very much for your $2 super chat. Appreciate it. And then we've got Paula in. Good to see you. And Jamie C. Hello. Okay. Let's see what else this guy has to say. This guy, I know he's also into a lot into apologetics as well. This cosmic guy.
It goes away from us and over the horizon, then that would be indiscernible. It would look the same as a flat Earth because you can't see things that are under the horizon.
Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's why. If I go into a really tall building, let's say it's a mountain, I should be able to see curve at some point because the ball is going to curve over. I should say, wow, I can see some curve. At some point, you should be able to see curve at some point. I don't know how high you got to be, but I'm thinking if I climb Mount Everest, you should be able to see curve at some point. But you don't. All you see is the horizon going out further.
Yeah, but
That's
don't
what you see.
But don't you see what he just conceded? That there's no actual globe curve. He says, why would you expect to see curve? Because on a flat Earth you'd see the same thing because it's only optical. Congratulations, mate. So this guy knows.
It better not be bringing up boats disappearing bottom first, then.
Well, yeah.
Well, what he's
Okay, Bill
doing,
Nye.
he's succeeding in putting us on the ball with him.
That's what he did in the beginning. What curve do you expect to see?
That's it. Over
PJ
the y-axis, we're meant. Sorry.
PJ, someone's in for you to say hi, so I'm leaving it to you.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, Julie Machin, how you doing? Beautiful. You good? Nice to see you. I'll be seeing you tomorrow, though, so it's still nice to see you.
Hey, Logan's Ryan, good to see you, mate. And Richard D, hello. So yeah, to this cosmic guy, we don't expect to see curve. That's the answer. That was an easy question.
If you're talking about a kind of curvature where if you were to follow the horizon from left to right, that you would see some kind of curvature downwards, just follow that to its logical conclusion. Do a 360 spin on the spot. Where does that horizon end up? It wouldn't match up to where you started, so that makes no sense whatsoever either. Even if you were high enough up to see some kind of curvature, all it would be is looking down and seeing the entire Earth beneath you, and any globe from one particular point of view, because of perspective, is indistinguishable from a flat disk. In other words, nobody has ever claimed that the kind of curvature you're expecting to see is what you would expect to see on a globular Earth.
Did he just throw his globe away?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a heretic.
He's not only thrown globe away, he's thrown every single ball earther under bus as well.
Yeah, and he's just conceded. He's just done the same thing as Dave McKeegan. You wouldn't expect to see it that way because it's just optical, because you would see the same effect on a flat Earth. Welcome to Flat Earth, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, he's claiming that the horizon's Earth curve.
Yeah.
No, he's saying you wouldn't expect to see it.
Right.
And you wouldn't see the difference.
No, but they do claim that, though.
Yeah, and he says you wouldn't see the difference because it would look the same on a flat Earth, just like a globe Earth, because it's perspective based. So it's optical.
I think he's also thrown pictures from space under bus with that comment.
Yeah.
I still don't
I
understand
see his
what
point, though. I'm sorry, Flatz.
Yeah, but I just don't understand what's the question about, though. I mean, this is supposed to be 20 questions flat earthers can't answer. It would help if you had a question that's actually pertaining to have an answer, other than we don't expect to see the curve.
Can I just quickly say to Logan's Run, hello, dude, but I have not got a clue where Brandon is. I haven't, I would like to say I was modding on his show over a year ago, and the last program was about a year ago. I haven't heard from him since. He got a job, and that was it. He just didn't turn up after that, dude. I'm still wondering myself, man. Still wondering.
Guess what video I saw have a video last night?
Who?
Yes.
Don't say Brandon had a video.
Brian Mullen.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Oh, he's back?
Wow.
But he didn't look
good to
very
hear.
well, though. He's got a large beard. He looks almost like he's starved almost. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He is. So here's the deal. He is going on a diet because, to starve himself because Amber Plasti's got cancer. Has cancer.
But it's hectic. But the thing is, it looks like he's been not eating for a while.
True.
He doesn't look very healthy.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
what
look
to say.
what they did to him.
Yeah.
They threatened to take his job. They put that guy to hell.
Yeah.
But it's good to see he's at least alive. It's a good thing.
But do you all know who Amber Plasti is? She does like her own like versions of Moana and using flat Earth lyrics, and yeah, she's the one that he mentioned that has cancer unfortunately.
Yeah. It's sad.
Yeah.
But back to this video, I understand what he's saying because if you do, say you do fly off into space, yeah, I expect to see the blue marble that they showed me when they supposedly went to the moon.
Yeah.
But that will never happen. We will never see the Earth from that perspective because it's not real.
Exactly. Yeah. They just keep photocopying it for every year and doing a little touch up here and there. You know what I mean?
It's impossible.
Yeah, exactly, and impossible. Yeah.
It's impossible, yeah.
Or even that it's possible. Although I will say that it's a damn sight more possible than a flat Earth.
Wow.
Isn't that mad?
So let's see, he started off with, why would you expect us to see curve? Because you'd expect to see it the same on a flat Earth and a globe Earth. And then makes a claim it's just more possible on a globe.
Might not expect to see it, but it should be measurable, correct?
Correct.
and it's measured flat.
But that's the problem he
Sorry.
has, though, because they do say they expect to see it. Hence, boats going over a curve and buildings bottom up. That's what I'm saying. But I don't see what's so difficult about that question.
Aaron Armstrong last night claimed he lives at Ocean in Australia, and it's clearly obvious at a sunset that Earth's a ball, and
because the sun sets, right?
He says he sees the sun going behind the curve. It doesn't look like it's going across the sky. It looks like it's going down. That's the whole point. Perspective. That's why
Weird.
It look like that.
Logan's.
Yes. It looks like it's going across the sky. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it can be explained with perspective and stuff. So he just has a bias. You heard him. No matter what you say or present, I will always be a glober. You understand? So in his mind, he makes sure he only sees that. Yeah, Inspector Gadget does come on. I haven't seen him in a while though, Logan.
I was just about to say that. It was on about 3 weeks ago. He pops in once every now and again, but he is still about. I've got him on Messenger though. If you ever want to get me a message to him, I've got him on Messenger.
Follows Bev, doesn't he?
What did you? I don't know.
Bev, they're not a flat earther, and this guy Aaron, he seems to think that we care. Or we're trying to convert. We really don't care. You could be a globe for the rest of your life. Our question is, why do you keep coming here?
Yep.
He was so determined that you banned him last night. Neil. It's like Neil hasn't banned you at all.
Well, wait, hold on, Neil, we do care, because if we didn't care, we would all not be on this show talking about it.
No, we're saying we don't care about their opinions about it. That's what.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they think we got some kind of calling to preach to these people all the time. No, we got a flat Earth channel. We chat about it, and we don't force them to come here. They come here on their own validity.
True. Yeah.
Right. I'm in no obligation. I have no concern, and I don't desire to turn him into a flat earther.
Yeah.
No. That's not my calling. My calling is to preach the gospel.
Exactly.
And I preach the gospel through salvation through Jesus Christ. That's it. Mm-hmm. You want to think you live on a ball? Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Jeff. Ryan Miller, I saw on Patrick Shank's channel. I saw he posted it, but I don't know where he got the video from though.
Right. I'm on his Facebook page.
He pretty much said it last night, didn't he? When he said, "Well, we're here for his entertainment." Basically, that's what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Citizen Z, good to see you.
You honestly want to believe that the Earth is...
We actually get entertainment out of their stupid comment.
Absolutely.
Yep. Godzilla 37, thank you very much for your 5 donations, membership donations. Really appreciate it, mate. You rock. Thank you very, very much. And FE Nation, welcome. Mandela Johnson, welcome. And Jeff Conker, welcome. And LSG, welcome. It's good to see you guys as members. So thank you again, Godzilla. Very, very appreciative, mate. You rock.
I think I got one.
You're already a member, Neil. I think you got it last night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think you got it last night.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what this guy's question is. Hopefully this guy actually has a question.
Flat. I'm not going to stop you, but I would like to ask, if you want to convince any of us, especially those of us that are at least moderately science-minded, could you please provide a...
Moderately science-minded. Is this some kind of joke? This some kind of joke. We usually ask these guys now, okay, what is science? And I can guarantee you 90% of them can't answer what science is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Math and models is their science.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Godzilla says you got it now, Neil. Oh, there, so yeah, Neil Casino was gifted a membership. Sorry, you're right, Godzilla.
Cool. God is ace.
Definitely.
Working model. A full-scale working model of the flat Earth with accurate predictions and measures.
Full-scale working model of the flat Earth. How much times do we get asked this nonsense? And then we say, okay, the globe doesn't have a full working accurate model either.
No.
You have.
So I want to speak up on the solar eclipses, because if you investigate that deeply, like Karen B did, you'll discover that actually that's based upon Earth being flat and stationary.
Solar cycles.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so let's see. When the next solar eclipse, solar cycles, there's your answer, based on flat Earth predictions, which because they've observed it through the centuries. There we go. Can you mathematically predict equinoxes? We don't need to, because it's already observed.
And math's not science. That's not science.
Exactly.
It's a pattern, and they've observed it because it happens all the time.
Exactly.
Simple as that. It's nothing that they've it's nothing they've predicted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Wow. And then when will
what did God tell you that lights its sky were for?
times and seasons?
Seasons.
When will Halley's Comet return? I think it's returned already. Probably return again one day.
It was the last time it was here. I was in primary 3, that would make me about 7 or 8. I'm 47 now, so about 39 years ago. So it's probably got another 30 odd year. Maybe something.
That question's irrelevant, though.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, Paul. All they did was they created the Gregorian calendar, and they took the cycles and they based their model with those cycles. So you see, we predicted it. In the meantime, it's just based on already observed cycles. They work. That's how the globe works. They back engineer from everything, and then they say, "Oh, we're making predictions." In the meantime, it's just observed cycles that they've placed into their model to make their model work.
It's a counterfeit creation.
Yes.
But I have to point out they don't have a model. They have models.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, separate models, because they don't have one working model. So I find it really idiotic that they keep asking us for a working model if they don't even have a working model.
I've never seen any model. I've seen people type in the word model, but I've never actually seen one presented.
All the time.
Yep. And then we got, how big and distant are the sun and moon? We don't need to tell you because it's not our burden. Nobody's made a claim what they even are.
But to be honest, I haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what is the sun, though?
Exactly, I haven't got a clue. That
Light in the sky.
Yeah.
A luminary.
Because they love doing this, because they have a claim on what it is and where it is and everything. Now they expect us to be able to do that as well. We're not making the claim. The burden's not on us.
Well, I think it's more believable to not have a claim on everything than to have a claim on everything. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And their claim of distance is based upon a calculation, not science, a calculation, mathematical calculation.
And the calculation is based on the assumption of Venus and Earth being the same size.
Yes, and the R value, and it's changed several times over the years. So that's not really cool in my book.
Yeah, it keeps changing.
Wouldn't that angular size put the moon at the same distance as the sun then?
Spud. All right, Spud.
It looks that way, but yet one's always in front of the other one sometimes, right? So and possibly that it changes distances a little bit to do the eclipses, but who knows? I mean, I'm not up there to measure it. I can't tell.
Nope.
Measurements that follow through on that scale. And no, I don't mean the UN map.
Why is it that all other astronomical bodies, like other planets, their orbiting moons, the sun, other stars, why is it that they're all spherical and the laws of gravity apply to them, but the Earth is somehow the odd one out?
What?
No, they're circular, but they're not spherical as an assumption. They look circular, but beyond that, we don't know what shape they are, really.
But I love how she also says the laws of gravity apply to them. What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What is gravity?
Exactly. This is pathetic, guys. I haven't seen what they mean 20 questions that flat earthers can't answer. This is like rudimentary stuff. Peaceful Warrior.
The problem is she has us on a... Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, Peaceful Warrior, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. Really appreciate it. It says, once you saw a game show with a question, name the bird. Woman British slag with a long neck, people thinking swan, flamingo, etc. Guy answered, Naomi Campbell. Wow.
Jeez.
Naomi Campbell does have a long neck, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you
See,
very
their
much.
problem is they have. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I'm just saying thank you very much for the super chat, Peaceful Warrior. Really appreciate it, mate. You rock. Sorry, Neil, go on.
No, I interrupted during the super chat. Bad on me. See, they have us in a solar system. We're not in a solar system. We're a flat Earth.
Solar.
We're not in your little, solar system where we're the third planet from the sun.
Exactly.
And there are no laws of gravity. Gravity is just a word.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why would you look up to the sky to know what's going on the Earth? You know what I mean? It's the old saying, isn't it, that just because the pool balls are spherical doesn't mean the pool table is. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. And how do they know it is spherical? I mean,
exactly.
Look when they take that different objects, flat, spherical, concave, convex, and then they ask them, okay, tell me which one's a sphere. And every time they choose it, it's not a sphere. Just because it looks sphere doesn't make it spherical.
They're going by NASA's photos, though, NASA's CGI stuff. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Even if everything up there is spherical, that doesn't mean nothing.
Exactly.
Talking about Earth, what we're living on.
Hi, Alan. Good to see you, mate. This is really pathetic, guys. If they start off this week, I wonder how bad it's going to get by the 20th question. But yeah, so far, questions flat earthers can answer with ease.
Yeah.
What makes it different?
If gravity comes from the Earth constantly accelerating upward.
Oh no, Dal.
Whoa.
And they had to come up with this one, didn't they?
No.
Wow.
No, Earth is not accelerating up, mate. So that's already a straw man. That's
Okay,
flat society.
Einstein.
Okay, but let's listen what his question is, though.
Not just moving quickly, but actually constantly accelerating. Where is this infinite source of energy that's propelling it?
Why do time lapses of stars rotate in different directions?
Okay. Number 4 was, where does the infinite energy come from to propel it upwards? Yeah. Dal, would you be able to answer this?
Yeah, I'd like to know that as well, though. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, we say it doesn't move, so we don't have to, but you get the people like Dal that do push it. So Dal has to answer that. Where did the energy come from to accelerate your Earth up? And into what? What's it accelerating into? Okay, he says it's not accelerating. It's just at a constant.
Hey, Flats.
Yeah.
How about asking them where the energy come from to supply it to a ever-expanding universe?
Exactly. Hey, Dala, good to see you, mate. And then, but the problem is the globe also forgets their Earth is also just moving all the time. You know, it's also constantly accelerating and whatever. So the same logic has to apply to his globe. I don't think the guy realizes that. Ooh, and we got Professor Stick on. Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. What do you think he's going to ask?
Anything to do with the stars rotating in opposite directions.
Oh wow, this is ignorance at a whole level, guys. I don't know how we're going to get this to globist to understand. It does not rotate in opposite directions.
It depends on your vantage point.
It's only optical. It's always going east to west.
Exactly.
Always. No matter where you stand.
In the northern and southern hemispheres, fitting perfectly with the perspective we would expect for a rotating round Earth.
There we go.
Yeah, Alan said if the Earth was accelerating upwards, you can imagine the speed it would be at now. You know what I mean? Exactly. If it was accelerating continuously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. So but the Earth doesn't accelerate, so that's not really a question for us. And now with the star rotation, what was the question actually? It doesn't change direction. It just moves east to west and is based on your position towards the observed star rotation. Remember, the stars are moving, not the Earth, so
That's it.
don't know what the issue is to understand. Is that all? You guys have any other things to say?
No,
I'm good on that.
Because I think we're going through these questions quite quickly, actually.
It's because they're so difficult.
If NASA is part of it,
an old argument. Don't need it.
Sorry?
The star rotation's it's an old argument. It's
Yeah.
It is.
easily debunked. So.
Very simple. Michael's got the video that debunks it.
Okay, he says if NASA...
global conspiracy, the Earth's flat, and the moon landings never happened, then how come anybody with a high-powered laser can bounce light off of retroreflectors that the astronauts left on the moon?
Wow. Ooh, how do you know it's bouncing off retroreflectors?
Well, they did that before they went to the moon, didn't they?
Yep. The Russians did it before they went to the moon so it shows it's not retroreflectors doing this.
Claim debunked straight away.
Exactly.
How are you going to get those signals anyway if you're on a spherical Earth?
Yeah. I mean, and if it's always moving, why is it bouncing back to the same? Do you know what I mean? To the same place. If you're always moving, it bounces back to a different place.
That's what I'm saying. How are you going to get it on a spherical Earth?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
On a rotating spherical Earth.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's,
but I mean, full stop.
When I say spherical Earth, I'm
I know you are.
in the rotating.
But I mean, full stop.
Unless we're geocentrists.
Yeah, but I mean, full stop. It's not retroreflectors because they did it before they went to the supposed moon to put it on the moon. How did they get the same? How did they do this without retroreflectors being on the moon first? Because their claim is specifically the retroreflectors is why we can bounce it back, and then ignoring those they had the same thing happening before there were retroreflectors on the moon. So yeah, that's a bit idiotic.
If climate change melts the Antarctic ice wall, will all the water fall off the edge?
It will.
Climate change.
What climate change? What climate change in the first instance? And what the hell are you talking about? Water will fall off the edge of the Earth.
Ridiculous, isn't it? They're the ones, like Neil keeps saying it, they're the one that has an edge.
Yeah, that's Nathan's. They have an edge. And you know what? He's not even in the right date. It's now climate emergency. Where's this guy been?
They don't have an edge. They don't have an edge because their geometry is refracted, remember? So they don't have any.
Well,
they don't even have a tangent anymore, guys. Because a tangent requires a straight line, and they don't have a straight line.
They think there's an edge.
Yeah, but straight lines are bent, remember?
They think there's an edge, they just don't know where it is.
Yeah. Wow. This is sad. This is, this is supposed to be these hard questions for flat earthers.
Yeah, Michael, they don't know where it is, but they want us to tell them where it is.
Yeah.
Always.
Jimmy asked, what did the Russian signal bounce off of? We don't know, but it's definitely not the reflectors as they claimed. The claim is specifically the retroreflectors on the moon is what causes the signal to bounce back, the laser. And then we say, but they did it before they even went to the supposed moon to do that. So therefore it cannot be the reflectors, and therefore the burden of proof that they had, the claim, was debunked. We don't have to say what it is. It's not our claim.
You know what else is strange about that whole thing?
Yeah.
They'll fire billions of photons at the moon, right? And they'll get one or two back, and they claim that's a success.
That's also true. That's also true.
I doubt they even get the one or two back.
Right. It's a nonsense story.
You know how easy it is just to create a program to say, oh, look, I'm pointing at the moon and it's giving me data back. It's very easy to have fake data.
Or will we be swarmed with White Walkers?
Why from the southern hemisphere do images of the moon appear upside down?
First of all, southern hemisphere begging the question. Secondly, yeah, it's because the moon moves in a clockwise position, which has been observed many, many times. and it doesn't make it a globe. It just means it's your position to the moon.
Yeah.
Would you have to prove what it is to assume it was upside down?
Yeah, and what is upside down? I thought the globe has no up and down, remember? So how can they claim it to be upside down? Which one is upside down and which one is upright?
Exactly. It's
That's his perspective. That's what that is.
I mean, look where I am, okay, in South Africa. Mostly for me, it looks like a rabbit, okay? Now, you go somewhere else, more in the northern parts, and it looks almost like an upside-down rabbit.
Yeah, it does look a bit like
So
that.
to me, okay, so am I going to claim, no, you guys are upside down?
Yeah.
Or is mine
Just
upside
looks
down?
like clouds in the UK.
Yeah, you guys don't see much moon, do you?
It's not a complete rotation, is it? It's kind of like it goes round a little bit, then knocks itself back, doesn't it? It's a bit strange, the rotation on it.
Guys, they're gonna laugh at you for saying upside down. You gotta say antipodal.
Rotation of what? Well, hold on, rotation of what? The moon?
Yeah, it kind of spins round a little bit. It goes round like
It goes clockwise.
It
It moves
clockwise.
around clockwise.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because that video we watched of the
Even
sun.
the sun,
remember that
yeah.
video? Yeah.
Does the same thing. It goes clockwise. Yeah. If we say antipodal, they don't like that word either, because they don't believe that there is an up and down on their globe, while they complaining that there is an up and down on their globe and saying nobody's under my feet. But yeah, that's exactly what you claim.
The 23.6 degrees tilt is reference to what then? Not up or not down?
The sun.
How do you get a tilt if you're not referencing a vertical?
If you haven't got an origin point, you can't have a tilt, can you?
Exactly.
Oh, right.
For an axis, you require orientation. I mean, it's like building a car, and you have your drum at an axis and saying, "I don't need an orientation." I don't think your car is going to function too well if you just don't bother with your orientation to put it in. I mean, you have an axis based on an orientation. Hey, Trinity, good to see you, mate.
And you
It's
can
like
verify
every
the
time
train.
you catch them out. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, every time you catch them out there, they throw their stuff away.
Exactly.
Not expected to see curvature. You won't feel Earth movement.
Mm-hmm.
There is no up and down. Jeez.
I thought Neil was gonna say every time you catch them out, they keep pulling me back in.
Every time I get out,
they
pull me back in.
Neil, you in New York, correct?
I'm from New York, but I'm in Alabama now.
Because I know the guys are struggling in New York at the moment with that fire. They say it's really bad smoke.
Oh yeah, my brother had to shut down. He couldn't. Well, he's in New York right now working, and he said they couldn't work. They had to get off
They
the
say it's
rooftop.
very bad. They say it's bad.
Canada, right?
If you drive north and south, traveling, taking pictures of the moon, you can see that change as you move to the other side of the Earth.
You can see that change from staying from the same location as well.
Perspective. If I put a number 6 on the ceiling of my room and stand on different sides of it,
It looks like a
I'm going
9.
to see a different number or different angle.
Exactly. Hey Yannick, good to see you, mate. That's the thing. They don't. What is it with globers and not understanding? It is only optical. It's position based. It's perspective.
It's a religion. That's why, and for them,
I don't know. It's the most simplest thing to understand. It's something you should have learned in primary school.
Well, they'll have to relinquish their ball. He's right. It's
Right.
a religion.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if they understand it, they'll have to relinquish their faith.
Yeah.
It's easier to believe a lie than to face an inconvenient truth.
I must repent.
How do flat earthers explain that?
Did you know there are over 500 people from 38 countries who have been to space, and that there's 72 different government space agencies, 31 private spaceflight companies, and 24 private endeavors, all of which are building rovers, landers, and probes? Now this represents tens, if not hundreds of thousands of employees. NASA alone has 17,000. And
I love his 666 signs he's giving in the background there.
Flatzoid, why is that impossible, what he's saying?
Because it violates the second law of thermodynamics.
Oh, boy.
You cannot go to a place that violates natural law. So in other words, appealing to authority just because they say they went to Narnia.
Yeah, they love that violation, though. They love it.
So has anybody
in the military? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm
Sorry.
saying, has anybody ever got these guys or anybody to show you a demonstration gas pressure not needing containment yet?
No.
No.
But we do get them just saying, "Oh, you don't understand."
Oh,
yeah.
But they can't just demonstrate it to us? That's weird.
Yeah. But I wanted to say too, the reason why he's gonna say all these employees, why would they all lie? Well, they're not lying. They're all just it's a military operation, technically, it really is. And so they're only doing things on a need-to-know basis.
It's compartmentalized.
Right. Exactly.
If you have a compartment, you're thinking, I'm building the bolt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You literally believe you are building a bolt for a ship that's going to space. It doesn't make you a liar because you believe it to be true.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, Michael, I just want to quickly read the super chat out quickly. Faciality, thank you very much for your $5 super chat. Really appreciate it. He says, if an astronaut farts during a spacewalk, will it expand to full available volume, or will Earth's gravity pull the fart gases back to Earth? That's a good question. I think that should have been questions that these guys should answer.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the super chat. Faciality,
Well, hold
I really
on.
appreciate it.
You've seen bubbles in space already, so I mean, quote unquote space. So that kind of answers the question, I think. The bubbles just kind of float around different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael?
Maybe we should come up with 20 questions that they could not answer, maybe.
Maybe
Sorry, Michael.
Maybe we should do that, yeah.
It's alright, it doesn't matter now. Like, we've gone too far past point.
No, you can say it.
I was just going to say there were a ball earther that tried to prove gas pressure without a container. Blue Marble Science.
Yeah.
And he ended up using, I think, 3 containers.
How dare you say a can of butane is a container, or a pipe is a container, or a barometer is a container? How dare you guys?
Sacrilege, isn't it?
I think Paula answered Face Reality's question. She said it'll form a gas giant.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good one. Oh, wow.
They're all building equipment to meticulous specification based on universally applicable scientific principles.
I think that's a good idea, guys. After these 20 questions, if we've still got time, why don't we set up 20 questions for Globers?
Okay.
You guys,
that's a good idea.
you guys up for that?
Yep.
Hey, do you guys see in the background non sequitur?
Yeah, this guy is from Non Sequitur. He's the Non Sequitur show.
That's funny.
Flatzoid.
Yeah.
I just want to say I've debunked bubbles in space. It's farts in spacesuits.
Well, it does go hand in hand with the snorkels that every astronaut is you're using as compulsory now.
Well, they're not allowed to fart 'cause they'll rise to the top of the pool with the extra gas in the suits.
Wow. Yeah, I still don't understand how they think it doesn't sound stupid to make it compels you to have snorkels in a spacesuit. That's how much times they have problems with astronauts drowning in space.
It's snorkel stuck up the bum.
Yeah,
This is what
I think
this
that's
is why
how they rock it, Michael. I think that's how they rock it. That's how they rock it. That's brilliant.
We can send Marcus to Uranus.
all believers because their whole worldview can be debunked by a fart. A fart does indeed debunk the entire space
Agreed.
worldview.
That's funny, man.
It will fill the available volume. I can demonstrate it. Just pull my finger.
And this equipment has to be able to travel at mind-numbing speeds. It has to be able to sustain radiation and fluctuations in temperature. On top of that, it has to remain airtight. Are all of them in on it? And if so, how many of them can keep a secret? And if not, how are those at the top managing to fool every single one of their employees?
Compartmentalization. Yeah.
So Flats, I've seen 2 astronauts recently. One from Poland, one from Russia. Igor, the guy from Russia, he said that they didn't go
Exactly.
space and it's flat.
And as soon as you say that, then they start saying, "Oh, you guys are just taking them out of context."
And Buzz too
like
said
Buzz.
the same thing.
Yeah, but Buzz is senile now. Remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's all of a sudden senile.
Poor guy.
Guilt would do that to a guy.
Yeah.
And then there's I forget what her name is now. That lady that Alan shared that video on his channel.
Yeah. She used to work for NASA.
Used to work for NASA. And then there's Dave. Dave used to work for NASA.
And his wife as well.
And his wife, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If the sun is rotating above the Earth in a circle, then how do you explain both solar and lunar eclipses?
Who's made
That's an assumption of a circle.
Yeah, but also who made a claim that the solar and lunar eclipses are the sun and moon moving in front of each other as physical objects? Oh, that's the globist claim. You see, that's the problem. They love pushing their globe rhetoric story onto the flat Earth. They love doing this. I mean, they don't know. They don't understand the difference to keep flat Earth and globe Earth separate. They can't do that.
Well, they have a big problem with these eclipses, don't they? Like
selenium.
Yeah, and then lunar eclipse. Like it's supposed to be eclipse, but you can still see it all.
Mm-hmm.
A partial something. Yeah.
It like turns red, but you can still see all craters and everything on it. So how is it eclipsed?
It's the eclipse of the heart.
Total eclipse of the heart.
It's the eclipse of the fart.
Guys, if please hit those likes. Really, really would appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, hit the likes, man. Hit the likes.
Likes.
That's what I put every time now. Please like and share.
Yep.
Please like and share.
Yep. Have you hit that like yet? If not, do it now. Thank you.
And if the sun dips below the Earth to cast a shadow on the moon...
Oh, man. See what I'm saying? First of all, they're putting a pizza in space, which is wrong.
Told you.
Sticking a sun underneath the pizza in space, which is wrong. Just to say that's what causes the lunar eclipse.
That's stupid.
That's ridiculous. We're in the basement.
Exactly.
Just put Earth in the basement, looking above at the celestial bodies. That's it. That's the way it's described in the Bible.
But I mean, we get this straw man all the time. They say, you see, if it was a floating pizza, what is the shadow you would have on the moon? But no one's saying they're physical entities. No one's saying it's a shadow. Only the globers are saying this.
That's right.
Correct.
Moon, then how come the entire Earth is never submerged in darkness at the same time? Instead, it's daytime in New York when it's nighttime in New Delhi. Yeah.
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 Because you
So I gotta say something really quick. So I know. So the guy Dave has an app. I know it's not 100% accurate, but that app explains it better than this by far. It shows the sun and the moon doing their thing, and it shows the light here and the light there. I'm not saying it's 100% accurate. I'm just saying it's still a better representation than this crap we're watching right now.
The Zodiac Sun and Moon app from Dave.
Yes. Yeah, it's a good app for it really is. And then I'm not saying it's 100% accurate. I'm just saying that compared to this junk, it's way better.
Yeah.
Dave Weiss is an asshole.
I know. Well, I don't. I'm just saying. Just ignore that part. I'm just saying the what he does with it. It's still better than this junk. I'm saying.
Yeah,
and that's being diplomatic. That's being diplomatic.
See, here's the thing. Everybody here, just so you know, and it'd be the same if somebody comes against Flatzoid. I got no use for you no more. You're cut off until you come with a full apology and say you're sorry. I got no use for you.
It's good.
Are you excommunicated, Neil?
It's all
I
well,
excommunicated them all.
it's all well and good saying that like Dave's model of Earth's good, like, but what if it turns out that's not how it is? Then you fell for another false model.
Exactly.
No, I didn't fall for anything. I'm just saying if we're going to compare that junk to his is a lot better. More. I'm not saying it's 100%.
Yeah, he's just saying it
it's decent.
explains it better than what this guy's strawman is.
Exactly. I'm not saying that model is 100% correct. I doubt it is, but if you're going to choose this or that, I mean, this is crap we're watching.
Well, I won't choose any.
There you go.
Exactly.
Okay.
Neil,
I don't live on a model. I have no models.
shout out to Godzilla. He says, Neil, check your PayPal. Suzanne is my wife.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Judging by what that guy's just said, it's quite clear that he's not looked into flat Earth whatsoever.
Yep.
He's just.
He watches. He probably
all
watches
from his imagination.
He probably watches people like Simon, Dan, and McToon. That's why.
Exactly.
But they wouldn't even put up a model like that. But the sun under the Earth, nobody's ever claimed that.
You'll be surprised.
It's a first for me, man. That's for sure.
Well, actually, they have made the claim. Their argument is just based when that happens. What shape does the shadow on the moon cast? That's their argument. Where this guy's saying, if the sun is underneath, why is the whole Earth not in darkness?
That's the whole pizza in space model, isn't it? And that's nothing to do with flat Earth whatsoever.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, but...
Agreed.
They just create strawmans to burn. That's how they work, guys.
You say that the live footage of astronauts is fake because you can't see stars. But have you ever taken a picture or video of the night sky only to realize that your camera's sensor just isn't sensitive enough to capture these dim balls of light without increasing exposure time? Did you ever notice that it's daytime? The freaking sun is out! Of course you can't see other stars.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's BS right there.
And have you realized he didn't even ask a question there? He just made a statement.
I'm pretty sure you can debunk that with an astronaut.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you guys haven't watched already, I had a presentation on the different astronauts all saying the different things. But let me actually bring that presentation up again.
Yes, my phone can debunk that.
Is that the one with Don Pettit?
Yeah.
The
other idiot.
Lights.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like Rocky's voice, yeah.
But they're looking at each other and they don't know what to say, do they?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Okay. This is Don Pettit, guys.
Petite.
Donald Pettit. Claims to have seen the stars, nebula, and so forth from space. Mike Massimino with Don Pettit. Mike Massimino also claims with Don Pettit to have seen the stars, nebula, and so forth. Okay, so they see it, the nebulas, everything. Neil Armstrong claims it's pitch black, that you see no stars. And note he said this, he sees this even from when you get in the rocket from leaving Earth till you get on the moon even. So that's already a contradiction. Buzz Aldrin claims space to be a deep black, but with velvet sheen. Chris Hadfield also claims space to be deep black, but with velvet sheen. Then Michael Collins says he can't remember to see any stars. Then in his book later on, states he did see the stars. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Which one?
And there's another guy too. There's more than that too.
There's a lot of people, guys. That was just some of them I put on there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Flatzoid. If you, hypothetically, we were able to walk on the moon, you could not shut me up. But I would come back blown away, screaming. You would have to tell me to calm down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at how melancholy they are when they come back. They look.
Well, my son says because they were debriefed. They were debriefed for 30 days. I don't care. As soon as you let me out, I'm going to be like, oh my God, you should have seen what I seen. It's unbelievable. I can't wait till someday there's space travel for you to see it.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they've been debriefed. As soon as they get an interview with everybody to explain how it was, you would have those feelings of, wow, achievement and happiness. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But they're literally looking at each other the whole time like, are we supposed to lie about this, guys? It's like, really?
Exactly.
I don't know about debrief, but they've been debunked. That's for sure.
I would have been like, you won't believe what Earth looks like from there. It's crazy.
You know what?
Yeah,
you know what kills them is their body language.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay.
Additionally, if it is impossible for the Earth to be round because we don't feel it moving at the incredible speed it's moving, what's preventing us from feeling the force of the constantly accelerating flat Earth as it moves upward?
What? No one claims that.
We've had this question already.
Yeah, it's just in a different format. That's it.
We should ask Dell.
And the answer is it doesn't. It's not moving.
Exactly. Sure, I'm still waiting to see questions that we can't answer. I mean, we're halfway through and I haven't seen anything saying we can't answer the questions.
What was observed to come up with the hypothesis of a moving Earth?
Nothing. Yeah, you first have to observe it. It's crazy.
And wouldn't the sun and all of the other luminaries be having to move at the same rate so as to not either crash into the Earth or fly away forever? But why can't we observe that in any way?
Yeah, Dal, why?
Oh my God.
Why, Dal? Answer us that, Dal, and every Flat Earth Society member. Please answer us that, guys. It's idiotic.
Gosh.
Yeah, the Earth doesn't move. Full stop.
Why do the stars and constellations we see in the southern hemisphere differ from those we see in the northern hemisphere?
Easy. It's far away, so you have different stars to perceive from your position. What? So, in other words, far away.
My son actually said the other day. My son actually did say the other day. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That it is actually it's going opposite. So he's telling me that over there in the southern hemisphere, west to east.
No.
Like, Jacob, do you realize what you're saying?
Well, Professor Dave said the same, like, so. What can you say?
Not a Professor Dave, yeah.
Yeah, not a Professor Dave.
Dave Farina's not a professor, guys.
Well, just Dave. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stars only rotate east to west, guys, no matter where you are on Earth.
And I didn't know that because the sun moves in the same direction as well.
The moon moves. Exactly. It's weird, almost like it was a created cycle.
That's
Weird.
interesting.
Yeah.
When someone defends the concept of the flat Earth, I've often heard the argument being made that I trust my own eyes. But we know that our eyes can deceive us. If they couldn't, magicians and illusionists wouldn't have careers. In fact, everything that we do perceive visually comes into our eyes upside down, backwards, and full of holes. It's our brains that do the hard work of constructing that into what we would call vision. Why would you rely on something as fallible and subjective as visual perception and reject more precise and reliable forms of measurement?
What? What measurement?
So the next time a car's flying at me, what should I do?
Close your eyes. Close your eyes and say, I measured the car will not hit me.
Close your eyes and just tell yourself that your eyes are deceiving you and there's no car anymore.
My brain's got to tell me what to do because I'm seeing this car upside down coming at me, but it's not really upside down. Uh-oh.
Close your eyes and kiss your ass goodbye.
Wow. That's crazy.
You make the measurement if you haven't got the vision.
But you know what? You know what's ironic about this? They look on the horizon and say, we see ships go behind a curve. See, keyword here, see.
Yep.
And then they make a positive claim that it's physical Earth curve that's causing this, while parroting refraction. So this is just actually projection, guys.
Does she trust her eyes with that, though?
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
looking out at the horizon?
Exactly. That's my point. I mean, how can they claim? Oh man, the difference is between flat earthers and globies, bluffers. We understand it's only optical what we see in the distance. They don't. I don't think they understand what optical means.
No, they really struggle with them kind of things, like the struggle with word apparent.
Yeah.
Faciality. So next time I go kiss a girl face to face, I should tell her to do a handstand first.
This cow big, this cow small.
Mm-hmm. Wow. The arguments these people come up with.
To make your argument.
The Soviet Union and the US were enemies during the Cold War, and we both had space programs. If one side claims the Earth was round and they were wrong, why wouldn't the other expose that?
Because they're all working together. They're on the same team. Hence why you have the Antarctic Treaty.
They ask the wrong questions completely, don't they?
Mm-hmm. I mean, what the hell? The fact that they have treaties together while they're in war together, doesn't that give you red flags? There's red flag alerts.
Exactly.
Well, what are we just coming back from? Didn't the whole world go into a lockdown?
Yep.
Didn't the whole world work together?
Uh-huh.
Right.
And I mean, also think about with NASA, Warner from Braun. He was how can I put it? A very
Nazi.
sick man, killed people for a living. And then the people he killed, his families, hired him to work for them to go to space.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're a war criminal, but come work for me. It's like, what?
Now you're a hero.
Now you're a hero.
And they all ended up a lot more better off than some of the soldiers who went to our...
Exactly. Exactly right.
Weird how that works.
It's ludicrous.
If the sun and moon aren't dropping below horizon, but just getting further away, then why don't they all get tiny just before night? And
Sometimes they do.
Yeah. Definitely.
And sometimes they don't, because we have what you call lensing effects.
Magnifies it a little
So
bit.
have you guys never seen sometimes in early morning or late evening how the moon or the sun is like huge close to the horizon? Because it magnifies due to the amount of atmo you're looking for, if the weather is good enough for that. And then yes, we've seen it many times that they show it shrinking into the distance and vanishing with a green, that little green whoop.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, actually,
I've got a PDF somewhere where Army were looking into that phenomena of moon looking large and small.
Exactly. And then they say, but if you use a solar filter, you don't see it. Weird. We've seen people use solar filters that still give the same effect.
Yeah.
Brian claims you're only seeing a mirage anyway of the sun. You're not actually seeing the sun.
Could be.
Well, what is sun?
What is the sun?
A light in the sky.
That was what I was going to say first. Nobody even knows what the sun is.
Right.
Now we're expecting it to get small when it goes in the distance.
Yep. Exactly.
You can see that with your own eyes, though, right?
why aren't they absolutely gigantic when they're right overhead?
Most astronauts were Christians, including the Apollo 8 astronauts who read from the book of Genesis.
Big backside, no danger on the Christians.
You do know you get Mason Christians as well. Or would it make a difference if they were Islam, if they were Islamic or Hindu?
Islam Christians?
No, but I mean, that wouldn't make a difference if they were a different religion or whatever. People lie. Just because they were Christians, as you put it, doesn't mean they were telling the truth, mate. You get false Christians as well.
Yeah, we don't know what decree they have to take. We don't know what they sign up for. If they sign up for total silence about what's going on, they may be being told that this is for the betterment of the world.
Exactly.
We have no idea.
Yeah. Hey, Sesame Visau, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it from Brazil. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, I mean, you get Christians that are Masons. They believe they are lying for the better good of humanity. You understand? Doesn't mean because they're Christian they don't lie.
Yeah, I know, right. But I mean, one of the commandments.
What about when Buzzer would ask to swear on Bible?
And he would he refused.
Yeah, what was yeah?
And it was Neil as well. He refused.
Yeah.
Punched him, didn't he?
Sorry?
Punched him, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, Buzz did, yeah.
While orbiting the moon, and Buzz Aldrin, who took communion before setting foot on the moon. If the round Earth is a satanic conspiracy, why aren't these Christian astronauts exposing it?
Buzz Aldrin is saying it was fake, mate. And now you guys are calling him senile. So the thing is, why isn't he exposing it? And then when he does expose it, you guys call him senile and crazy.
Yeah.
And a drunkard.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works.
I got a better one. Do it now. Go to the moon right now. I don't want to hear that you lost the technology.
Yeah.
Everything has advanced since 1969. Do it now.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Just film it. All right.
Do it.
Yeah.
Go on, do it.
Simple.
Yeah. Do it now. Come on, do it.
Come on, kill
Buzz
me.
will give us a Bible passage when he passes on his gravestone.
Yeah.
What do you reckon it'll be? Sam's again.
Sorry?
What do you reckon Buzz will have on his gravestone? He'll leave a clue, won't he?
To infinity and beyond.
What else?
That was a good one.
I believe that.
To infinity and beyond.
We didn't go.
Flatzoid, you've got a challenge. A guy in chat says, when are you going to swear on Bible, Flatzoid?
Well,
what should I swear on the Bible about?
It says in the Bible, do not swear on anything that isn't
Exactly.
Yes be yes, and no be no. Simple.
Good Christian wouldn't swear in the Bible.
But I mean, what do I have to swear on the Bible about anyway? I'm not the one that's claimed to go to a place that violates natural law. You understand?
Well, even if that's the case, right? Even if that's the case, and he didn't want to swear in the Bible, all you got to do is repeat what PJ just said, and say, it's against my beliefs to swear on it, but I'm telling you, I'm giving you my word as a Christian.
Exactly.
That we've accomplished this.
I had to go and stand in court for someone and to just say that I would put them up for bail to my address. This was
put your hand in the Bible, yeah.
Yeah, they asked me to put my hand in the Bible, and I says, no, I will not do that. And I quoted James 5:12, which is that, and what I just said. Do not swear on anything that is in heaven or on earth, but let your yes be yes and your no be no.
Exactly.
And they gave me a solemn promise to do instead.
That's why you get the people that stand and just put their hand up.
Yeah.
And they solemnly swear. Exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Better yet, if it's a satanic conspiracy, why is it that the discoveries about the true nature of our planet and its place in the cosmos made by Nicholas Copernicus, Galileo, Hubble and Newton?
Oh, just Masons.
What?
Just Jesuits and Masons. It's fine. That doesn't say anything. What the hell is he talking about? What's this got to do with anything?
That's their how I call them, not their gods, but their soothsayers or prophets or.
Mm-hmm. The golden boys of the time.
Well, and Newton didn't even ascribe to what we call gravity nowadays. And then the other guy, Copernicus, he just took some piece of paper and he just moved things around. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we live at.
You see, exactly, Paula. Newton was an alchemist. And he would have had the death penalty if they found out when he was alive, guys. The things he was doing was punishable by death in that time with the Roman Catholic Church. Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, he even had mercury poisoning people because he drank mercury. And this is supposed to be this brilliant guy. I mean,
what is an
I mean,
alchemist anyway?
they believe you can have a higher calling and being based on, making potions and all this nonsense. And you
change lead into gold.
Yep, exactly. You can create things, make gold using chemicals, and you can get immortality powers. And
Let's do it. That's where the word chemist comes from, isn't it? Where you get your pharmacy chemist come from.
Isn't that what Adam is?
I don't think
Adam Meakin?
I don't think Adam drinks mercury though.
Oh, he doesn't? I thought he did.
A few hundred years ago, it would have been an alchemist.
Yeah. He works with chemicals and that,
Mm-hmm. But I mean, if this guy was so brilliant, so clever, what the hell does he do drinking mercury? Come on, man.
He was drunk one night and took the wrong liquor.
Yeah, it was a nice color. It was lovely. It was nice and shiny.
We're all by devoutly religious Christians.
Again, devoutly religious Christians that belong to the Jesuits and the Masons.
Yeah.
Aye.
Right, man.
Oh, this is number 19, so it's 2 questions left, guys.
Wow.
Thank you.
We still haven't come past one question that we can't answer, which is weird.
Maybe the 20th one will be impossible.
To your model, is the moon a disk, an ethereal light, a projection, or a hologram? And in half of all flat Earth models, you have Australia all scrunched and wider than North America. How come flat Earthers can't seem to agree on one model?
Hold on, but your guys' maps are the same problems too. You have things that are like taller than it should be, wider than it should be, so.
Yeah, they have different distortions as well, so that's brilliant.
Mm-hmm. That's dumb.
Yeah.
Bringing it up like that.
And the Gleason's map or whatever is a longitudinal and time map. I don't know how much more we can explain it. It's only...
Like Brian said.
Yeah.
To debunk the current model, you don't have to present a replacement one.
No. Oh, sorry, it's latitudinal, not longitudinal.
Correct. For the cross.
Yeah.
One of the best arguments I had heard against flat earthers came from astrophysicist Dan Batcheldor.
Ooh, okay. Dan Batcheldor. Okay.
In order for the flat earth theory to be correct, it would not only involve a conspiracy of world governments and the airline industry and every nation's space program and, the makers and operators of all the satellites. Not only them, but it would also require a conspiracy within the flat earth movement itself. Because if you had one flat earther located in New York and another one located in Los Angeles, and you were to ask both of them about the current altitude of the sun.
Altitude of the sun.
Wow.
What altitude of the sun? Have you noticed only the globers talk about really altitude of the sun?
They'd both be using a flat earth to measure that altitude.
Mm.
They would have to, wouldn't they?
And it would be
what satellites?
Yeah, and it would be an apparent altitude measurement. Because that's to say, that's why you have different altitudes for the sun and stars stuff. No, there's no such thing as an actual altitude for it. It's an apparent altitude. Just like when you see down in the distance, you see based on perspective light poles, it's not physically dropping into the horizon. It's only apparently dropping, and it has a different apparent angular size, altitude measurement, because it's based on perspective. It's not physical. It's not physically dropping. So obviously the person in New York and the person in Cali is going to have 2 different altitude angle measurements because it's based on your position. And what are those angles based on? 90-degree triangles. Wow.
The flat earther in Los Angeles would essentially have to lie to the flat earther in New York for the numbers to match up. So even with
Why do they need to match up?
Why do they need to lie?
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man.
This is ridiculous, yeah.
In the movement itself, the flat Earth movement, it simply makes no sense.
Why do objects weigh 0.35% less at the equator than at the poles?
Oh my goodness.
What?
Yeah,
Why
they
because something less as they do at the equator than they do at the poles. What?
he's trying to evoke the Yacht-Foss effect.
Yeah.
I don't know, you tell me. Maybe because things like temperature change how you weigh and air pressure change how you weigh. And the funny thing is, usually the scales they use, as soon as you move it, even a centimeter, it changes its value.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
showed this at work. I did a video where I took my
Yeah.
scale and I moved it like 10 centimeters away from its original place, and it changed what it measured.
It has to be recalibrated, doesn't it? Scales, electrical scales, electrical scales, of course.
It changes. Its calibration gets taken out, mate. That's why.
Yeah, if things weighed more at the poles, then you would think the standard, like where you send equipment to get calibrated, would have to be at the poles.
I mean, think I'll be a millionaire by now. I'll just go and I'll buy gold where it weighs less, and then export it to where it weighs more. So I'll make more money.
Yeah, too right.
You'll have a very lucrative business doing that. Just buy all the gold at the equator, guys, because it weighs less. And then we'll export it to the north so it can weigh more, and then I'll get more money that way.
This makes sense with centrifugal force on a spinning round globe, but not in a flat Earth model. Now before I go, I want to give a very special thank you to all of the other YouTubers who submitted questions and participated in this collaboration. I've put all of their channel links in the video description below. They make some of the best content on this beautiful round.
Okay, that's all the questions. Yeah.
If they have a centrifugal force, what's their centripetal force?
Equal and opposite reactions.
Yeah.
But how do they even claim that if they still haven't shown the Earth to be rotating?
Well.
Level up. These bonus questions are punishment. Please hit the likes, guys. Really appreciate you all coming.
Oh, I love that one. Brilliant one.
I'm surprised we went through that quite quickly, actually.
Definitely. It's still got like 40 minutes left.
We're just that good.
Yeah, and the claim on the video was 20 questions flat earthers cannot answer. Yet we answered them all without any hesitation, very easily. Is there any?
Yeah, I thought the 20th one might have been impossible. It wasn't even improbable. You know what I mean? Thought there might have been a challenge in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait, is that it? Have we done 20?
Yep.
Done. Dusted.
Done and dusted. That was good. So you guys want to work out some 20 questions we want to ask the Globers?
Why not? Why not?
Okay. I'm going to open the notepad. Whoop.
One. Who hurt?
Okay. 20 questions to ask Globers. What do you guys say? First question.
Yeah, got to be a gravity one, isn't it? Got to be a gravity.
Who hurt you? Well, what about latitude lines? Are they derived from elevation angle measurements to Polaris?
Yeah. Okay, one. Latitude lines. How are they derived? Are they taken from elevation angles that require a 90-degree
flat baseline?
Flat baseline. Okay, that's question
Triangles.
1. Triangles. Mm.
No, triangles.
Triangles McQuegan.
Yeah.
If you guys in chat also have a question you guys want to put on, just, yeah.
What about something like, when it comes to eclipses or something, how can the shadow of something be smaller than the actual object itself? Do you know what I mean? That's what it's.
I got an idea why when you demonstrate the shadows with the sphere, it's not what we observe in reality.
Yeah.
Because
cool.
Why when demonstrated in real life, the shadows on a sphere are not what we observe when looking at the real moon.
Yeah, man.
Jeff Conkle, why do globus suck so bad?
Is that a question from Jamie C there?
I'm trying to look. How does gravity equally nullify all the Earth's different motions and speeds? That's a good one.
Yeah.
How does your belief in gravity, I'll say. Because gravity is just a belief, guys. How does your belief in gravity equally what's it say? Nullify
all of us different motions and speeds.
All of Earth's.
I think that's an important one there. Why do globers suck so bad? That's a really good one.
Okay, number 4.
Jeff said
Globiolus or Coriolis?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have to do something with. Do you understand the difference between Globiolus and Coriolis? How's that?
Yeah.
Do globulus.
15 degrees in an hour.
Michael.
Someone's calling Michael.
Michael?
Yeah. What?
Was you in QE's chat the other night, weren't you? I think it was yesterday. But basically, QE he did a show, and referring to the sextant, you only need 3 questions to destroy the globe. I don't know if anybody saw it. Maybe you should pop over to QE's and check out the 3 questions, because it just eliminates the globe in 3 questions.
Yeah,
so I don't think we need 20. We just need 3.
Yeah, true.
Number 5. How can level bend with a globe if it's always defined as straight?
How can level bend with the globe if it's? Yeah, I mean they have got different definitions in there, haven't they? But yeah, it's new definitions. Obviously, they're nuanced ideas of level. Ridiculous.
How can gas pressure exist without a container?
Yeah.
Even though no one has ever been able to demonstrate this violation of natural law.
Gravity.
Okay, this is the 7th one.
I think Jeff Gossett said earlier on, how does a gyroscope move in space 15 degrees in an hour?
How does a gyroscope move? Actually, process, isn't it?
Yeah.
15
Personally, I think these are a little bit difficult for the globers. Maybe try something like are straight lines bent or are they straight?
How do you?
That might be a little bit more simple for them.
How
You
do
might
you,
not get that.
how do you have a tangent if all lines are bent? Thanks
What is the quickest
to
route from
refraction.
Is there a lot of gas in Uranus?
How do farts work in space?
Why do astronauts require snorkels?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I like that.
Do astronauts really just change their socks once a week? So, can you imagine if it was real up there, man? That'd be so stinky, wouldn't it?
In a
What do you
vacuum.
do when there's a leak on the ISS?
Yeah.
How many tubs of air gel do they use on a 6-month stint in ISS?
Why do they need to use green screen and harnesses if they claim to be where they are? Why do they need to fake ISS footage, ISS and space footage if it is claimed to be real? 12. Hey guys, we're getting through this quite quickly.
Yeah, man.
How about something about real photographs of the Earth, not the ones that they show us, but the real photographs that you can just take like naturally?
That falls.
Where are those at?
That falls under gas breath out compressor. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They'll definitely be able to provide that.
How do you claim? What is gravity?
Yeah. What is it? Yeah.
How can mass attract mass without a force?
I think you should refine the question slightly, but what's the cause of gravity?
But what is gravity? Okay, what
is the cause of gravity? Because they'll just drop the mic, won't they? Oh, that's gravity.
Okay, what is gravity? And then then what
mass attracts mass, but then
is the cause of gravity?
That's 22, isn't it?
And then I'm going to ask, why is there no scientific hypothesis for gravity if it's claimed to be scientific?
Also, how come they can't prove the Earth is spinning scientifically?
Why can't you validate?
I think the gentleman, Spud Taylor's correct. These are too difficult.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, we're on 16 already, guys.
Nice.
Jamie C's got a good one. Why no stellar parallax?
Yeah. Okay, 17.
Can you define apparent?
Can someone isolate pure gravity? That's a good one. Can you define what?
Apparent.
Ah, yes, that's a good one. And we're on 19.
What is perspective?
Yeah, that's a good one because they don't actually know.
They don't know. They don't got a clue. They'll give you orthographic. Tell you it takes into consideration.
Apparently, you can calculate it.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know the difference between optical and physical? There's our 20 questions, guys.
Cool.
20 Q for Globies.
Rattle them off as well, man. That's brilliant. That's 40 all in all. And with the little bonus ones as well that Level Up was on about, Paula was on about.
That's just a good one, Facial. Let's see. We can go do one more question.
Bonus question.
Yeah. How can we live on a globe if chemistry states that all liquids have flat top surfaces despite taking up the shape of the container? Good one, Faciality. Why can I see Venus at night if closer to the sun than the Earth?
Yeah.
That's also true.
Yeah.
This might have a lot more questions coming in, guys. Okay. So, okay, it's not 20 questions anymore. Not 22 questions.
But well, bonus questions. I think you're allowed 3 bonus questions.
Put one more on, please.
There you go. 3 bonus questions. Yeah.
Yeah, which one?
In 2023, why do you still think you live on a ball?
Yeah, it's a good one. Why do stars remain in the same over the same years of the Earth while we are moving? That's a good one. Yeah. There we go. Another one. Yeah.
We'll go have 30 questions.
How can we see satellites at night if they're in Earth's shadow? Ooh, that's a good one. Well, that is begging the question of satellites, though. But we'll take it. We'll accept it. We don't exactly, Legans. We don't. 25 questions for Globers.
Yeah, man.
Okay, guys. I think I'm going to end the stream here.
Okay.
Because I have to put the generator off anyway. The power's, I think, coming on now. So these are 25 questions for Globies. I will make a video on these questions and we'll ask the Globies to answer this for us. Do you think we will get any answers for them?
Maybe a few attempted answers, but
I suspect we'll hear exact same things we've been hearing for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. So any closing statements?
Good luck.
Bon voyage.
Good luck, Globers, man. From Yo Fluffs.
Ooh, there's another one. There's another one. Where's all the space junk? Oh, yeah?
They'll say in space.
26 questions. Well, it seems to be growing, the questions, guys. Okay. So, yeah. Closing questions, guys. These 20 questions that were impossible to answer. I think we can all agree they were not impossible. They were actually pathetic questions. Some of them weren't even questions, but yeah.
To be blunt, they were a piece of piss. Piece of piss.
Yep.
They were so easy, I let Flats answer them all. Yeah, no, they were pretty basic, weren't they?
Yeah, basic's an understatement. Okay. Well, I guess that's it then.
Yeah.
Let's go play that for half.
I really expected more, guys, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because when they make such a bold claim, 20 questions flat earthers cannot answer, you think, wow, okay, this is going to be...
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was not tough at all, so...
Just checking to see. Did you get all the super chats in it?
Let's see. Let's look at all the super chats again quickly. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, Faciality, thank you very much for your $2 super chat. Godzilla 37 for the 5 memberships, really appreciate it. Peaceful Warrior for your £5 super chat, and Faciality again for $5 super chat. Really, really appreciate you guys. It's really, really awesome, and appreciate all the support. And then for all those people that just sent all those likes, please hit the likes and send the share button. It was awesome. You guys rock. You really are the best flirts around.
Yeah, absolutely.
39 likes.
Yeah, 39 likes. Let's get
39 likes.
Let's get the likes to 100, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, thank you again for coming. Really appreciate it. You guys rock.
That could be a t-shirt as well, hit the likes.
So I'll see you guys all tomorrow night.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow, at least the power's not going off. So we can also start a normal time, and we can probably have a nice long show. So that'll be cool.
It was quite normal time tonight. It was only like 15 minutes out, isn't it?
Yeah. But it was a good show. So thank you guys. You must have a good evening, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow night. Thanks all for coming. Thank you for hitting the likes. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you just for the support. You guys are awesome. Till tomorrow night, many blessings, and may the pressure be with you. Cheers. And now I have to say again before we cancel, thank you, Retro Bull, for your $5 super chats. So ending it now. Thank you, Retro Bull, for your $5 super chat. Really appreciate it.